Hello, my name is Trina. Thank you for another episode from this channel called The Narcissistic Fog Kills. I wanted to talk to you guys about narcissism and jealousy. When I first got together with who is now my narcissistic husband of 23 years, um, we worked at the same place, worked at the same health food store, and we had different shifts. And I would come home from my shift, and he would be checking my pockets to see if I have phone numbers from men. And yes, I do get business cards from people when I'm working at the health food store that I was working in because I was interested in all kinds of things. There would be yoga instructors that would come through. There would be massage therapists that would come through. All kinds of people were coming through, and I'd have conversations with them, and they give me their business card, men or women. But he seemed to think that I was doing something that I wasn't, like I was cheating on him already. And it's like, this has been a recurring thing of him thinking that I'm cheating on him. And a lot of times when people suspect that you're cheating on them, they're probably cheating on you. If they keep accusing you or saying they're suspecting that you're doing that. Um, First of all, I have a driving phobia. It's hard enough for me to get on public transportation because of a lot of traumatic shit that happened to me while taking public transportation. I haven't driven a car since I was 16. And it's a lot of traumatic stuff that goes along with why. And I've been in therapy since April of last year. And I'm slowly chipping away at the iceberg, of all the stuff that I have to deal with, all the trauma I've endured. Um, I didn't know this person was such a jealous person. I didn't realize that until one day when I went to go see him play in his band. It was when I was pregnant. And I was still supporting him, regardless of if he wasn't supporting my art that I do. I kept supporting him anyway. But anyway, that's another video. So I went to one of his performances, and I went inside of the bar. I wasn't going to drink anything because I'm pregnant, first of all, and I really don't like drinking alcoholic beverages anyway. So I was just in there just to get a water and just to sit down for a bit because, I was pregnant. I need to get off my feet. And then here comes this one guy. He's my height, skinny white guy, mustache. He kind of looks like that character that was in Napoleon Dynamite. If you guys are familiar with that movie, Napoleon Dynamite's brother is what he looks like. So anyway, he sidles up to me and says, "Hey, why don't you ditch your husband and come with me?" And he was obviously drunk. And I just walked away from him. I didn't say anything to him. I just walked away. And you don't. I don't like engaging drunk people in conversation or flirtatious, matter and all that. I'm married too, first of all. And even if I wasn't married, he was just disgusting, and I'm very picky about who I want to spend my time with. So anyway, yeah, he was really slimy. I didn't tell my husband about it until we got home in the evening because I had a feeling that my husband would make a big production and blow up and like try to beat him up and all this shit, which I really didn't want to happen. So I told him about what happened when we got home. And he's like, "Why didn't you tell me when we were there? I can't believe this guy." It was like over the top, you know what I mean? It was over the top crazy. Like, I can't stand that guy. I never liked that guy, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm glad I didn't tell him. This is just this isn't alcohol actually. It's like a carbonated water that's flavored, so yeah, jealous tendency is all around. Also, another example was when we were just getting to know each other and everything, hanging out a lot. And then when we got married, he would talk to me about the people that he was sexually, um, active with in the past. And he would tell me details that I really don't want to hear. But I'd listen. I'm like, oh. And then I'd try to talk about the people that I dated in the past. but I wasn't getting graphic with sexual details because I feel like that's very personal. That's between me and that person, and he doesn't need to know. Just like the things that we do, that we did, which we don't anymore because I'm celibate and I've been celibate since last year for almost a year. So I'm willing to wait for the right person and not just jump into bed with anybody. And I thought this person was something totally different than what he's began to show me over the years. And this is a 23-year marriage. Yeah, he blew up about that whole incident about the guy. And then so he's like, I'm not talking to him ever again and all this kind of stuff. He's just acting like a child. Yes, that was disrespectful of what that guy said, but he handled this in a very childish manner. Yeah, it just was a really childish manner. And then years later, we ended up in a band together. I'll talk more about the whole band thing. We all ended up in a band together, and because two of our bandmates were in a band with my husband and that guy that tried to pick up on me, a lot of the band time practice would be spent talking about this guy, this dude. And this is years after that whole incident happened. Years and years later, like over 10 years later, and he's still talking about it. He's still thinking about it, bringing it up while we're trying to practice in our band. So I'll talk to you guys about the whole band experience and being in a band with a narcissist, and it's not pleasant at all. So that'll probably be my next video that I'll bring forth on this channel. But I wanted to show to you guys that a narcissist is very, very jealous and insecure. And it doesn't get better with time, okay? I'm with a 60-year-old man. It just is getting worse with time. I even asked him if he'd be interested in getting counseling. He did. He just says, I don't have time. And also, once he said, when I talked about marriage counseling, he said, by the time you need counseling, it's already too late. So end the story on that. Thanks for joining me today, talking about narcissists and their jealous tendencies. If you want to donate, you can go to my Google Pay, which will be in the description below. And if you'd like to email me and just talk about what you're dealing with, the narcissists in your life, and how you're handling it, and your triumphs and what you might think of as your losses from being in a relationship that's this toxic. I hope this channel, with me talking about what's going on with me, can urge you to find out all you can about narcissism and slowly scoot your way out of the situation and hopefully soon be no contact with this fool, because he's a fool. It's pretty much what's going on. He believes everything everyone else says outside of the home. He doesn't listen to me, and I'm supposed to be his wife, his confidant, his, you know what I mean? That ain't what this shit is. It's not. It's a wicked game. It is. It's like that song by Chris Isaac, Wicked Game. Yep. And I'm done with the wicked game. So I hope you guys are too, and doing the best you can to not have contact with the narcissist in your life, or to, like, I've been learning all all the terminology for being in a relationship with a narcissist, like the whole gray rock thing. So I'll talk more about that and how that approach has helped me, and it's still kind of challenging. So I'll let you guys know about that too in another video. So thanks for joining me. Brightest blessings to y'all. I'll see you soon, and remember, you are strong. You are beautiful. You are the light, and that's why these fools come to you and try to drain your light. But nobody, as that Lynn song says, nobody can steal your sunshine. Right? So, brightest blessings to y'all, and I will see you on the next video.